What up, YouTube? Knowledge and self-determination. So, I wanted to talk to my people today, excuse me, about the upcoming presidential election. Now, I want you all to be very aware of what's going on if you are not aware of the climate. You see, black people have started to formulate a plan. We have started to come together. We have more cohesiveness now. Excuse me. Basically, we are starting to organize. And we are communicating with each other, and we are sharing and spreading information with each other and exposing white supremacy for the filthy, dirty, lying, blatant assault on us, the oppressive nature of white supremacy and the system that we live in. Because understand something, everybody on the planet that looks like us is in a similar situation or worse than to us, so far as being oppressed by white supremacy is concerned. Now, Michael Bloomberg, I'm sure you guys have seen his videos on you, or rather his ads on YouTube. There's Tom Steyer, there's Andrew Yang, Bernie Sanders. I don't know if his old ass is gonna last much longer so far as all this is concerned. Alexandria Costa, something or other from New York, the chick who says she has black blood in her, but she doesn't claim to be black, or that chick, and all the others, because there's a whole slew of Democratic presidential hopefuls, right? Whole slew of them. Joe Biden's one of them as well. Now, here's the thing. We are looking for we're not looking for social integration. We're looking for economic integration, so that the opportunities that were kept from us and stolen from us can be returned and paid to us in full, so that we can go into the future not having to compete, but controlling industries that service us. White supremacy doesn't want that, because if they don't have that, then they can't eradicate us. Or rather, if we have that, they can't eradicate us. All of these presidential hopefuls that I've named, let's take Andrew Yang, for instance. I had a recent conversation with somebody about Andrew Yang, and immediately what I said to him was, fuck Andrew Yang. Now, I have to say this also. Dave Chappelle, he supports Andrew Yang, right? He supports Andrew Yang. Now, Dave Chappelle's wife is Asian, so you make the connections there. I like Dave Chappelle. I think he's a brilliant comedian. I think he's one of the best to have ever done it. One of the greatest living comedians of our age. Without a doubt, the man is a genius. He's a comedic genius. However, he lost some cool points with me with that support of Andrew Yang. And I'm going to just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it at that. If you are going against the interests of all black people, you cannot be a friend of black people. I've just now given Dave Chappelle props on his comedic genius and prowess. But you're going against the people when you go for somebody who was against our people. And let's be perfectly clear. We need to get on board with this. We need to start punishing people in the black community who vote against our interests. I don't give a fuck how wealthy you are or how much you don't think you need reparations personally. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the whole. It's about all of us. It's not just about you. Understand that. Just because you made it and you're not struggling doesn't mean that we'll all be able to get to the point that you are without us being compensated for what our ancestors and us have gone through in this country and continue to go through to this day. So I just gotta say, Dave Chappelle, you lost some cool points with me. I don't know if I will be financially supporting you in the future, buying your DVDs and watching your specials and stuff like that. I can't say that I can support you if you don't support us. And it goes for any of you black celebrity, quote unquote celebrities out there. Black people, another thing. Stop worshiping celebrities. Stop listening to celebrities. Stop taking your political cues from celebrities. No other culture, race of people in this country are taking their political cues from the celebrities in their group. None of them. Okay? None of them. Their celebrities are not in the forefront trying to get their people to vote for the people that they want to vote for. No other group is doing that. Just keep that in mind. Now, there's some language that is being tossed around very frequently that you have to be aware of. Michael Bloomberg has this plan that he excuse me, that he wants to issue. Now listen out for this. When these candidates, because they're evolving their speaking points and tactics to try and fit the narrative that black people have created. Listen, I'm gonna just cut right to the chase. If they aren't, because in his plan he starts off acknowledging black people, but then he says, black people have been oppressed in this country, financially oppressed, whatever, right? And Jason Black, the Black Authority, he's done an excellent video on this as well. He went over the actual bill that or the plan that Michael Bloomberg has written up, and there's a lot of lawyers speak in it. But anyway, so basically, let's get to it. Anybody talking about criminal justice reform, prison reform, free education, the eradication of student loan debt, and so on and so forth, they are your enemy. Okay? Anybody talking about housing, they are your enemy. Understand that. Understand that. Anybody talking about making loans more accessible to black entrepreneurs, they are an enemy. Anyone who is excluding black men and saying what they're going to help black women do so far as an entrepreneurial group, they are your enemy. Black women, stop falling for the fucking flim flam and the okie doke. Stop falling for it. A house divided cannot stand. If you do not stand with the black men, the black race will be doomed. Because you can't stand up against white supremacy by yourselves. You always end up becoming their lapdogs every time, especially when you push the black man away. I don't care if you're a bed wench, your white man is not going to stand and fight white supremacy with you. I don't care what he buys you. I don't care what he gives you, how much money I don't care about any of that. How good he treats you. His interest is you and not black people. He is not going to fight white supremacy for your black ass. Understand that. Understand that. Understand that. You date white men at your own peril. I'm gonna say that as well. You say that black men, there are plenty of black women out here talking about all the woes and negatives of dating black men. Yeah, white women aren't arguing about women's suffrage because their men treat them well. Think about that for a second. If you're so fucking stupid as to think that some white man is going to treat you better than they treat white women. Are you kidding me? White women are second-class citizens to white men all day long. They are not going to treat you any better than they treat their own fucking women in their own group. Understand that. But anyway, or when they say they're going to give everybody some sort of financial compensation, like Andrew Yang, $1,000 here or there. Now, mind you, all of these individuals have stated things like this, and some of them, like Alexandria Cortez, whatever her damn last name is, Alexandria from New York. Now she doesn't want to claim black, but if black people do get reparations, she wants to use the black portion of her to try and weasel Hispanics into getting reparations as well, retrofitting the influx of Latinos into the country, into the reparations plan. She is not our friend. I don't care how brown her skin is. She is not your friend. She is an enemy to black people. Tom Steyer is an enemy to black people. Anybody trying to talk around the whole point of reparations, if a presidential candidate will not say, I agree with giving the enslaved Africans in the Americas, descendants, reparations for all the hardships that they have faced, all the trials and tribulations, all the wealth that has been stolen from them, I believe that they should be repaid, their communities repaired, not just financial, but financial is the start. The financial part is to start. We deserve reparations all across the board: education, and in finance and banking and business, social reparation. I mean, economic reparation. There are a number of categories and subcategories that need to be addressed by the American public, the American government, white supremacy, white people. Anybody who does not say what they're going to specifically do for black people. Now, mind you, listen out for the slick talk. They start off acknowledging what has happened to black people, but they end whatever they're trying to sell to us with what they're going to do for everybody. If they don't say from the start, this is what we acknowledge about what happened to black people, and this is what we're prepared to do for black people. If that sentence doesn't start with black people and ends with deserves reparations, and I am going to do that for them, they are not your friend. Understand that. They are not your friend. None of these Democrats, black people, stop being in love with the idea of being a Democrat. Remember, the old Democratic Party used to be the party that the quote unquote Republicans used to be in. Remember that. Always know that. They are two sides of the same coin. A white supremacist who will stab you in your back versus smile in your face and shake your hand is still a white supremacist, and they only want your demise. All of these individuals, Bloomberg, Biden, Sanders, Yang, Steyer, Alexandria Acosta, whatever the hell her damn last name is. And there's so many more. I don't even know if Nancy Pelosi is still in the race. I don't know. But all of these people are your enemy. If anyone asks them, now if no one asks, if they're talking to someone and no one asks them how do you feel about reparations for black people, then you already know that interview was set up. They had questions already given to them that they should ask this individual, so on and so forth. But if they ask that question and they don't, do you believe in reparations for black people, and they don't answer yes, they're not your friend. And then they don't break down what they're going to do for us, not minorities, not black women, not intersectionality, black people who are the descendants of enslaved Africans in the Americas. If they don't address that population directly and tell us what they're going to do for only us, they're not your friend. It's a con game. Understand that. They're trying to play with words because they believe we are not listening. I don't care about immigrants. I don't care about Latino immigrants. I don't care about the LGBTQ. And listen, all you black homosexuals out there, y'all need to stop with the dumb shit. Stop with the dumb shit. Because anything that benefits all black people benefits you, stupid. Shit that benefits the LGBT community benefits white gay people, stupid. Understand that. Because the police still murder black people with impunity, with total anonymity, and get away with it. They are not being punished for killing us. You think your fruit booty ass is going to get some special benefit that the rest of us don't get because you identify as LGBTQ? Are you kidding me? When the fuck has you separating yourself from us ever helped the group? It only helps you individually, and they'll still murder you. That goes with you black feminists as well. You are allying yourself with white organizations that only benefit white people, thinking you're going to get some type of benefit from it. The only time they look out for you is when you're toting the line for their agenda. Stop being political ignoramuses. Stop being fooled and easily swayed by white dollars. We're talking about the future of our people. They're giving you crumbs as compared to what they actually owe us. Don't be stupid. Understand that. Anybody talking about housing, prison reform, police and criminal justice reform, these people, and giving a check to everybody, all minorities, all distressed communities, and not just black people who are the descendants of enslaved Africans in the Americas, they are your enemy, and we need to fight them, attack them, and approach them as a hostile threat to the survival of our people. They are not our friends. Understand that, people. They do not like us. They want us gone from the planet. They're desperate now. They're grasping at straws. They think if they just put any black person in front of you, you'll listen to what they have to say because you know they're black and they're saying black things that interest you. They're using buzzwords like Obama. Obama used buzzwords that connected with your psyche, and it made you weak to his assault on the black consciousness. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna say this and I'm done. Oh, I didn't buy the Obama shit. I didn't buy it. Cause when he started talking that hope and change shit, the first questions I asked anybody was sitting around me, so what the fuck does this dude hope to change? Because he hasn't said shit. He hasn't said a goddamn thing worth me listening to. And everybody thought I was crazy. Also, one last thing. Anybody anybody who tells you that you have to vote for the lesser of two evils. First off, stop telling me what the fuck I have to do. Stop telling me who I have to vote for and that I have to vote. Well, you got to vote for somebody. No, you don't. Because that is a part of a democracy or a democratic republic as we live in. But that is part of the democratic process to withhold your vote if there is nobody who represents what you want for your group. If they don't represent your group, you don't have to vote for them. Stop letting people tell you what you have to do and that you have to vote. You have to choose the lesser of two evils. To quote the immortal Kwame Ture. I lost the quote. Damn. Good people don't choose evil. Good people don't choose evil. I know I'm paraphrasing and switching that around, but it still rings true. Good people do not choose evil. So anybody who tells you you have to vote for the lesser two evil, tell them that good people don't choose evil. Are you a good person? Then why would you choose any evil at all? I will be back with more of my thoughts on the political arena and what I think my people should do. Hopefully, there is a mass exodus of awakening in our minds, exodus away from this political sideshow. So that's all I got for you guys. Remember, don't be fooled by slick words. If they aren't telling you what they're doing for your group, you need to shut their asses out and stop listening.